Recently I've been playing a lot of Risk of Rain 2, and I mean a lot of Risk of Rain 2, and this past run I was playing Huntress to try and get some achievements unlocked, and before you guys say anything, I did have a bunch of modifiers on because of course this was an achievement run, so I wanted to make it as easy as possible. But after I got the achievement, I just said, fuck it, let's keep going, and it turned into some craziness. Okay, I get it. I need to learn how to record, but did you see how fast they died? The main things that made this run possible are these two little guys over here, which let me choose my items and make monsters drop items when they die. So with these two artifacts, I can stay in one spot for as long as I want to get as many items as I want, and I can choose my items to create the build that I want. Without any more waiting, here's what actually happened in the end. Sadly, I didn't get a full recording of the whole run because, well, at the beginning of the run I didn't even know it was going to be a long one, let alone one that I want to record, but once I got pretty far in I could tell it was going to be a nice one. What you see right here is the last teleporter before Mithrix, and then the moon, and up to beating Mithrix. You can see just how crazy this run is right here while I'm attacking this enemy. You can see all the ukuleles going off, you can see all the damage numbers going crazy, all the healing numbers from the harvester sides, all of the missiles coming out of my head, the magma balls that are flying everywhere, everything that I have coming together and causing absolute mayhem. And one thing I do want to point out is this stuff right here. I don't know what it is. It has been showing up a lot more on the later runs. If you do know what it is, then tell me in the comments, but I have no idea what it is. You do see a lot more of it on the moon. I don't know what's causing it. This might look like it's still sped up, but it's actually regular speed, although I didn't really focus on speed at all during this run specifically. I always like to take a few energy drinks, a few go-hoos, and in this run I have tons of feathers and plenty of afterburners. I have also been experimenting with the 3-charge teleport that Huntress can unlock because I had just unlocked it, and with those afterburners you can just keep on teleporting. Right here is actually the big problem that I've been having with this run, because with so many magma balls going off, with so many ukuleles, and especially the rockets, whenever I actually attack someone, with the amount of attack speed I have, it's summoning so many different entities that it lags like hell. Going and charging up some pillars right here, and you can definitely tell, because of how many focus convergences I have, just how small the area I have to stay in is. I took a bunch of focus convergences because I thought it would make the teleporters a lot faster to charge, because I'm already insta-killing the bosses, I might as well make it a little bit faster, but in the end it really didn't speed it up that much, and then you end up with these tiny little areas to stand in, which becomes a problem later. Trusty old Pillar of Blood, this one charges way faster than any of the other ones, and honestly, if you have even a little bit of healing or a couple of teddy bears or something like that, the amount of damage it does to you is not a problem at all, and since it charges just so much faster than the other ones, I always love to hit up these ones. It's right here that I realized how much of a problem it was to take that many focus convergences. It's already bad enough to stand in the tiny ass circle that it makes for you, but of course with this pillar it keeps pushing you back, and for some reason this time it liked to launch me across the entire map. So there was no way I was going to stay in that circle. Eventually I just gave up. There was no way I'm going to be able to charge that one. Alright, charge the pillars and up to Mithrix. I don't think there was any way that I was actually going to lose this fight, except for the third stage, which I was actually really scared about, which is where he steals your items and uses them against you. I had so many items at this point that it was very easy for him to just steal all of them and insta-kill me. I could 100% see that happening. So you can see me trying to dance around with some of the pillars, some of the plateaus in the second phase, try and get me a edge up in the third phase so that I can maybe get some damage in, get some of my items back, get those teddy bears so I don't instantly die. This is what you can see me doing here, struggling to get on top of the plateau in the first place, but even once I do get up there, I very quickly realize that while I'm up there, I am out of range for Mithrix. The Huntress can't lock onto an enemy outside of a certain range, and sadly, while I'm on that plateau, I am outside of that range. So I eventually just pop down and get him to that third stage. And right before third stage, I do get back up onto that plateau, use that disposable missile launcher and my raining arrows, get tons of damage in, and once I got my teddy bears back, it was pretty much game over. One huge thing that actually helps a ton when you're fighting Mithrix, especially when you have this many items, is Aegis. I absolutely love the item, but as you can see here, I still have that barrier. Although you get rid of all of your items as soon as Mithrix goes to third stage, it does not take all your barrier. So you can tell that my entire health bar is golden. I'm still getting that huge barrier, so I have tons of health to try and get rid of. Even though I don't have Aegis, I still do have that extra health from it. And now, after Mithrix, 30 stages in, I'm starting to get tons of these guys. If you don't know who these are, they suck, especially late game, because when they die, they have this weird black hole implosion thing, and if you're caught in it, it doesn't matter how many teddy bears you have, it doesn't matter what your health is at, it is always an insta-kill. Can't be blocked, can't do anything about it, it's just an instant lose button, so you really have to be careful and get away from those guys. And there we go, after 30 stages, after beating Mithrix, and one of the craziest runs I've ever had, and one of my first on Huntress. I started out just trying to get an achievement real quick, which, as you can see, I did in fact get. It was trying to perfect stage 3, and I was able to do that, which is awesome. I will be testing out that new ability. So many items, so many explosions, absolutely crazy, but an absolutely great run. Had a great time.